The fortress of knowledge presence, a story rooted in freedom and resilience. This is a voice from Miller Grove.
I was born free in Illinois, but freedom never meant safety. My name is not written in your history books, but I was one of the many who made a life at Miller Grove, a small community deep in the hills and forests of Pope County. My father told me we were blessed to settle here in the 1840s. He and a few others, the Millers, the Singletons, and other families, carved farms out of the wilderness. We built cabins, cleared fields, and planted corn, beans, and gardens to keep our families alive. But more than food, we planted hope. We were a community of free black men and women, most of us from Tennessee and Kentucky. Some had once been enslaved, others, like my parents, had managed to claim freedom generations before. But here, in these southern Illinois hills, we could build schools and a church, even a cemetery where our people could rest in dignity. Our children learned their letters on writing slates. My cousin Julia Singleton even became a teacher, one of the first black women to hold that title in our county. We prized education because we knew that knowledge was power no one could steal. But make no mistake, freedom here was fragile. Slave catchers prowled the borders of Illinois, hungry for reward money. They would snatch up a free man, woman, or child and sell them south. We lived with that danger every day. So when freedom seekers came through the woods, men and women who had risked everything to escape the whip, the chain, the auction block, we knew what we had to do. We gave them food, a bed of straw to rest on, directions whispered by firelight. Some hid at Sand Cave, a great stone shelter just beyond our farms. Others waited while watchers stood on crow knobs, scanning the horizon for danger. We did not always ask names. Sometimes it was safer not to know. But we gave what we could, and we prayed they would make it to Cairo, Alton, or even farther, to Canada where the law could not drag them back. We were not famous. We did not leave grand houses or monuments. Only a cemetery remains today where weathered stones mark the names of those who dared to build a free life in the shadow of slavery. Still, I tell you this, Miller Grove was more than cabins in the woods. It was a beaconing, place where freedom seekers could breathe for a moment and where black families could prove, in spite of everything, that we could learn, farm, worship, and live with dignity. We were a small grove, yes. Together we stood tall like the oaks around us, and our roots still run deep in this Illinois soil.